Today we're going to compare one surface filling versus two surface filling, the differences in how they look and why they are called such things. Okay, so the first thing you should understand is that, for teeth, right? I mean, we look at them and it looks like a tooth. But to better understand like the different types of surfaces for a tooth, you should visualize the tooth as a cube that has like five different surfaces, right? So you kind of compare this to a tooth, right? Just kind of visualize it as like a cube. Okay, and then so for one surface filling, it would be a filling or cavity that is only on a single surface. So the cavity would be either just here or here or here or here or here. Okay, if it's more than one surface, it will no longer be a one surface filling. So here is a demonstration example of one surface fillings, because there are two one surface fillings here. So here we have a one surface filling. Right, this is on the side, it's just there. So imagine the top doesn't exist, right? So you see one hole there, you put one filling there, that is a single surface, right? And then we also have a different one surface right here. You see here's the top part, there's a cavity right there. If we filled that in, it would just be a single surface. So we could kind of compare that to the cube, right? So the one on top would be the surface here, and then the one on side would be the surface right there. So that is a one surface filling. So for two surface fillings, it is a cavity that encompasses or involves more than a single surface. So here we have an example where it's a two surface filling. So just imagine that part doesn't exist and just focus right here. You see how the cavity filling here extends from the top down to the side, right? So that's one surface, two surface, right? So essentially what this is the equivalent of for the cube will be the cavity here, and it extends down to here. So it's one surface, two surface right there. And also the same thing for the cavity filling on the side here of this tooth. You see how it is on the top here and then it goes down to the side, right? So the equivalent of the one there would be a cavity here and it extends down to the side, right? Cavity here, extend down to the side. So that's two surfaces. And here we have more examples, right? So this one is actually a front tooth. So here you can still kind of imagine it as a cube, right? So we have one surface right there, but then it also goes down to the side, all right? So one surface, two surface. So the equivalent of this would be cavity here, and it goes down to the side. Right? And we kind of just repeat that process with a whole bunch of teeth, right? So this one is also two surfaces, right? You see one surface, two surface. And let's look at another one here. This one is the same thing as that one, right? These all have one surface on the top, and then it extends down to the side. So these are two surface fillings. Yeah. Just to be clear, if this cavity extends like even further to the right side here, that would be three surfaces, and then that would no longer be a two surface filling. So the criteria to be eligible as a two surface filling is that it must involve only two surfaces, no less and no more, right? So those are the differences between a one surface filling and a two surface filling.